Hello, welcome to this channel and thank you for choosing to watch. At this time, I'm going to be talking about the prophetic significance of the 46th book of the Bible. Now, which book of the Bible is the 46th? I'm talking about First Corinthians. First Corinthians is the 46th book of the Bible. Every book of the Bible is where it is for a reason. It's not just a haphazard arrangement of books, just put them anywhere. No. There is a reason. God inspired the placement of books in the Bible, gave them their positions, and every book of the Bible is where it is because of the season it speaks to. Every book of the Bible is where it is because of the season it speaks to, not because of its size, not because of history, not because of doctrine, but because of the season it speaks to. Now, whether or not this was what the people had in mind, this is the purpose that it's serving. They may just bring books together and put it there for whatever reason, maybe history, poetry, and all of that. But beyond that, it's the books of the Bible are where they are also because of the seasons they speak to. So the 46th book of the Bible is the 46th because it is guiding light for people going through the 46th season. What do I mean by people going through the 46th season? Those people who have marked the 45th and are in the 46th season. Who have marked the 46th year, are in the 45th year, and are in their 46th year, or the season of a 46th leader, like Joe Biden, who is the 46th president of the United States, or people who are going through the 7 years, like the UK, counting from 1707, this is the 7 years. So whether it is for individuals who are going through the 46th year, they have just ended the 45th year or celebrated the 45th birthday or 45th anniversary, for families and individuals, and are now in their 46th year, the book of Corinth is guiding light for that season. Now, the book of Corinth is guiding light for leaders, for 46th leaders. Like I mentioned, Joe Biden, who is the 46th president of the United States at the time of this recording. Now, so what is the purpose of this book? Of what use is this book to those who are going through this season? One, the book would have them to understand things to watch in this season. Things to watch. Things to watch. These are things you need to watch. These are things you need to do. These are things that you must not do. That's what the 46th book of the Bible is intended, or was intended to do, just by its placement. So this does not cancel the doctrinal significance of the book. It does not cancel the historical importance of the book. But when it comes to times and seasons, the 46th book of the Bible also has a significance. Now, so what does this book want to teach people who are going through the 46th? Is one, to let them know that in this season, you are likely experience some confusion and some division. In the mind of God, the 46th season is a time of reunion, a time of coming together, and a time of, pulling your strength together. In the 46th chapter of Genesis, Jacob and his children and his family moved to Egypt to join Joseph in Egypt. They moved to Egypt. And Genesis 46 will tell us how that He gathered all the family, all his children, their wives, their children, everybody came together. So that's the heart of God. That's the heart of God. If you read Psalm 46, you will see that Psalm 46 is not an I, me, mine psalm. It is about we, are, us. God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help in trouble. It's not the Lord is my shepherd. God is our refuge. So it's a group psalm. Psalm 46, I'd like to read that to you. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear, not I shall not fear. Though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though its waters be troubled, and though the mountains shake with its swelling. And then it goes, verse 7, he said, the Lord of hosts is with us, not with me, not is with me. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Is our refuge. You see it again in verse 11, the Lord of hosts is with us, the God of Jacob is our refuge. So the 46th Psalm is a group psalm. It's not for the individual. So it tells you something about the 46th season. It's a time for people to come together. It's a time for people to unite. It's a time of reunion. It's a time to have the strength of unity. So when you come into so in Genesis chapter 46, you have unity. But in the 46th Bible, you have division. Paul says, I hear that there is division among you. One person say, I'm of Paul. The other person say, I'm of Apollos, I'm Cephas, I'm this, I am that. So the people begin to divide. He said, he wrote to them to be joined together, to be united in purpose. And let there be no division among you. So much of what is taught in the book of 1 Corinthians is against disunity. The eye cannot say, I'm not the body. And the nose cannot say, I don't need the ear. And, just things like that. So you need unity. The body is one, but it has different members. And when one part of the body suffers, all suffer because we are all one. So oneness, togetherness is the key thing in the 46th. So if a 46th leader emerges, then you must know that the first one of your most important jobs is to unite the people, is to bring the people together. That is one of the most important jobs that a 46th leader ought to do, to bring the people together, because the 46th season is a we, our, and us season, not I, my, and mine season. It's not I, me, mine, and so it's a we season, it's an us season and our season. So it's a time to come together. Now, the other thing that the 46th book of the Bible does is to say, hey, you need the presence of God, the manifest presence of God. God is everywhere. God is everywhere, but this 46th season is not satisfied with that. He's not satisfied with that. He wants the manifest presence of God. So in Genesis chapter 46, God spoke to Jacob and said, I am with you. I'm with you. Do not be afraid. He reassured Jacob. In Psalm 46, it says, the Lord is our refuge and our strength, a present help in trouble. A very present help in trouble. So God is present with us. He's here. And then in the 46th book of the Bible, we read about the manifestations of the Spirit. Things that announce the presence of God. So in chapter 14, it talks about, if the gift of prophecy is there in your midst, and then a stranger moves in and the secrets of his heart are revealed, he will acknowledge that God is in your midst. So the 46 is about enjoying the manifest presence of God. Not the presence of God that you have and you have nothing to show for it. No, you have manifestations that God is in your midst. So the 46th season, because that's why 1 Corinthians 13 had to talk about love. If I have this and have that, have this gift, and I do not have this, I am just a tinkling cymbal. I am nothing. I am nothing. So that is what it's supposed to be. So you see that in the 46th book of the Bible, idols, competing with God. Food offered to idols, food not offered to idols, and things like that, coming. And in Isaiah chapter 46, Isaiah mocked the idols. Idols are mocked. They have eyes, they can't see. They have mouth, they cannot speak, and all that. You carry them, you get them off from this wood, and so idols are mocked in the 46th season. So you see the same matter of idols appear in the 46th book of the Bible. So the 46th season tells us that in this season you need the active presence of God. The active presence of God, both to solve problems, to meet needs, and to also terrify the enemy. So that's what you need. So the 46th is a season to acknowledge, the differences in us, but at the same time, know that we are one. Unity in diversity, not uniformity, but unity in diversity. So that's what we must celebrate in the 46th season. Celebrate the active presence of God and not allow idols to, not toil or meddle with idols, because we have the true and living God. So it's a time to walk in love. It's a time to walk in love. It's a time to, seek to understand one another, to prefer others and not destroy others or despise others because they are different. It's a season of unity. So that's what the 46th book of the Bible is supposed to teach. So when a 46th leader understands this, and then he knows 1 Corinthians is my light. Yes, it's my light. I must seek unity, not unity at the expense of purity, but true unity. Respect differences. Bring people together, because our strength is in unity, not in division. So a 46th leader will rally people around and do his or her best to unite people, because in the 46th season, unity is strength. Secondly, is a time to emphasize the manifest presence of God, because the spirit of wickedness, because of all the things that we want to show up in this season. So the active presence of God. Why do you need to heal people if they won't be sick, if they are not sick people? You don't need miracles if people are not in trouble. So it's telling us that the 46th season is a time of troubles, and you need the active presence of God in the land. So that's just to show you how that every book of the Bible is where it is because of the season it speaks to. Think of the season of Joe Biden as the 46th president of the United States. Think of how much this country, United States, needed unity, and not division, and not the polarization that is there, the party wars. It's a time to come together and build the nation. Look at the disasters, the flood, the shootings, different things happening, wars breaking out here and there. Even if America is not fighting directly, your allies are at war. So the 46 season is not a season, is a season to go with the manifest presence of God to help you. God giving wisdom, God giving strategy, God helping you to fight your battles. I pray that this is a blessing to you in Jesus' name.